There are 20 coronavirus hotspots in India, but only one seems to be dominating the news cycle.
Do not use the word ignorance. It's not ignorance. It's willful. It's deliberate. It's well planned. It's a damn conspiracy.
इतना जहर इन लोगों में कहां से भरा है? इतनी नफरत भारत के प्रति इन लोगों में कहां से आ रही है?
ऐसा अब लग रहा है कि जानबूझकर तबलीगी जमात से जुड़े हुए लोग साजिश के तहत ऐसा कर रहे हैं।
आवाज कम।
भाई साहब मैं
आवाज कम।
बात कर सकता हूं। आपका छोटा
आवाज कम।
Islamophobic memes, primetime news debates, and hashtags like Corona Jihad, Nizamuddin idiots, and COVID-786 are trending in India.
The Indian media has decided to play this communal card and make it all about Muslims of India. This is very unfortunate at a time when we were supposed to be more united, present ourselves as one people, one country, that they are blaming an entire pandemic, an entire thing against Muslims. So we are fighting with the virus as well as this very terribly communal coverage of coronavirus in India.
A cluster of COVID-19 cases have been linked to the Islamic missionary group, the Tablighi Jamaat, and its annual meeting held in the country's capital, New Delhi. From March 13 to 15, thousands of its members from India and abroad held a series of meetings, days before India officially announced a nationwide lockdown on March 24. But is it just the Tablighi Jamaat that acted irresponsibly? BJP politician BS Yediyurappa attended a wedding on March 15 with hundreds of others. On March 24, Yogi Adityanath, a right-wing BJP politician, attended a major Hindu celebration in Ayodhya. On April 5, after the lockdown had been imposed, over 200 people gathered outside a BJP lawmaker's residence to mark his birthday. In all these events, guidelines banning mass gatherings were disregarded, but none of them were singled out or blamed for the spread of the virus. So far, the country has more than 4,000 coronavirus cases, out of which a third are believed to be linked to the Tablighi Jamaat gathering. The organizers issued a statement saying the program was suspended ahead of the nationwide lockdown. And due to sudden cancellation of all forms of transport, domestic and international, a large group of visitors had to stay back. While the Jamaat might have acted irresponsibly and intensified the risk of the spread, questions are also being raised on the callousness of the authorities.
This is actually a cover-up going on because everyone knows that the government has completely failed of addressing this issue in a much more organized manner or a thoughtful manner. They have created the problem much more severe. The kind of actions they have taken is a knee-jerk.
But some news channels even began to peddle hate, calling the members of the Muslim missionary group Corona bombs. Some even claimed that the Jamaat event was a plot to turn Delhi into Italy.
क्या एक षड्यंत्र है दिल्ली को इटली बनाने की षड्यंत्र है साजिश है क्या ये?
A large section of Indian media is blatantly using communal language and blaming coronavirus crisis in India, particularly on the Muslim community, and calling it even Corona Jihad, which is absolutely not only unnecessarily but counterproductive.
Hashtag Corona Jihad has appeared nearly 300,000 times and potentially been seen by 165 million people since March 28. The continuous anti-Muslim rhetoric has led to a surge in the ostracization of Muslims.
We saw in Himachal Pradesh, there was a man who attended the congregation, Tablighi Jamaat congregation. He came back from there. He was sent to quarantine for 2 weeks. He came back with a negative report. But at the same time, the way villagers, they taunted him, they ostracized him in a way. He was a milk seller, that he ended his life. In Rajasthan, we saw a man with pregnant wife who was denied treatment by doctors, and on the way to another hospital, his wife delivered the child and lost their child.
In many parts of India, fight against coronavirus is more like a fight against Indian Muslims.
The ruling party, the government, particularly the supporters of the Narendra Modi, they have been directly blaming the Muslim community.
And is the government seeking to once more scapegoat a minority for their own failings?
So everybody can just rest and relax because these are the villains, these are the people who have been blamed for an entire pandemic. So the kind of questions which millions of people need answers for are going unanswered because the media has decided to make it all about communal coverage.